under the direction of Dr. Mark Butler. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing.
The NFL, I have to stop that. It's a beautiful song, but it's just the intent behind it and everything behind it is disgusting. The NFL is playing the Black National, what has been coined as the Black National Anthem to start the game, to start games now in the pregame ceremony. This is the same NFL that had the Colin Kaepernick problem, the kneeling during the anthem problem. This is their way to address it. This is their way to provide cover for their problem that they didn't know how to handle. This is Osiris stuck in the middle. The NFL is playing the Black National Anthem before games because the national anthem isn't enough anymore. This is another moment to mark off of that calendar of the downfall of our country. Why isn't the flag good enough? Why do we need to fly a Black Lives Matter flag or any other flag? Why isn't the Star Spangled Banner good enough? Why do we need another anthem? How do you qualify to get another anthem pregame for big events like football games? There should be something to bring us together. This is a story that relates. Former Democratic operatives, including Kamala Harris campaign aides, start consulting firm to help CEOs navigate woke capitalism and avoid getting canceled. That's all that is. Lift every voice and sing, and all those videos and everything behind it. A quote here that young people know the difference between genuine change and window dressing. You have to understand your own organization to make real systemic changes. No, they don't. No, they don't understand anything. And you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to disagree because there are a lot of people that would call me any name under the book for disagreeing with this. This is clown stuff right here, having the Black National Anthem played separately from the American anthem. And for anyone who thinks that that is a substantive or meaningful or positive thing for our country, I did a video on why I am not for Juneteenth as a separate holiday, and all of that applies to this being played. It's a beautiful song being used for bad purposes. These young people don't know the difference. Chris Conley of the Jacksonville Jaguars said, for those who aren't familiar with it, this song, the Black National Anthem, seeks to remind us of our past as a country and to strive to be better. It speaks to all of us, not just Black people, even though it became a rallying cry for Blacks in the Jim Crow era. It's a beautiful message birthed from pain. So Chris Conley's like, yeah, this is great for Black people and for everyone. And then recently, recording artist Victory Boyd refuses the V for religious reasons, and the NFL cancels her national anthem opening day performance. It's all for show. Lift Every Voice and Sing is for show. This firm they put together to help CEOs navigate woke capitalism is garbage. It's for show. And then also Chris Conley, who supports everything, is either ignorant or doesn't matter. That's for show as well. When we see the substance of it, Victory Boyd, a singer, artist who was hired to sing the national anthem, got canceled. So the thing that they don't tell you, that firm won't tell you, that firm that's supposed to help CEOs and companies, even like the NFL, to avoid being canceled, is they are identitarians, and you might think color of skin is what they put before country. Yeah, they do. But before color of skin comes allegiance to the establishment, and that's what the V represents. Victory Boyd, who is a Black American, she doesn't get that same thought of, wow, we're doing this to promote Black Americans. Nope, chopped. You don't take the V, done. You're not really Black. Your identity doesn't matter anymore. They're not promoting Candace Owens or any other Black, well-known Black non-establishment person. Victory Boyd wasn't even taking a political stance. She said for religious reasons, and I don't give a damn what her reasons are at all. She said, I don't want to take this V right now. And they said, chop, done, you're fired. Singing it in an open air stadium. They could have tested her before, see if she was positive. They could have tested her for symptoms, see if she had a high temperature. They could have tested her if she had the antibodies, natural immunity. Nope, none of it. And look who's quiet. Dak Prescott, Chris Conley. I haven't seen you talk about this. Explain to me. Tell me where I'm wrong, Chris. I'm calling you out because you spoke how great it was that the Lift Every Voice and Sing was sung before the game. I'm saying what's really important is allegiance to the Democrat Party and the establishment, and that's what the V represents. If you disagree, tell me where I'm wrong. Why couldn't they have tested her before a day or two before or whatever? They have same-day tests now, I believe, too. Why couldn't they have tested her before? Why couldn't they have tested her for antibodies? Why couldn't they have tested her temperature? Why do you not care? And this article here ended, this article on the story on Victory Boyd ended so well. Let me read this paragraph. This was written by David Stalinsky. So, of course, Victory Boyd must not be allowed to sing. She is a nonconformist, an individualist, in short, an old-fashioned American. She is simply not representative of the new American, obedient, frightened, a subject, not a citizen. Worst of all, her name is Victory, a word with which we are no longer familiar. By all means, get rid of her before people start to think for themselves. No telling where that might lead.
What are you grateful for today?
What I'm grateful for is Victory Boyd and her parents. Her parents should be proud of how they raised her. Here's a clip of her father talking about what happened in response to her getting canceled.
Now, by the way, everybody, I'm talking to John Boyd. He's the father of Victory Boyd, and I told you all.
But it's troubling to me that the whole Black community, in terms of, and what I mean, I'm speaking in general terms, but a lot of our people are for sale. That's how we got here in the first place. Our brothers selling us out. We can't repeat this. How do we get here? It was our people that were selling us out on the continent of Africa. This is, to me, a similar thing. Now, I mean, if you believe in it, if you studied it, if you genuinely feel like you can advocate for this, that's wrong. The other thing that's troubling is that why is Victory, in my opinion, I'm sure I can't say that this analysis is across the board, but it seems to me that Victory is the only one in her class in the entertainment community that's taking a powerful stand like this. Well, the Black community is 50-60% of our community has a different opinion here. Why don't we have advocates? Where are the pastors? Where are the civil rights people? We can't give away, right, freedom of religion, freedom of speech.
She took this with class. She posted on YouTube after being canceled for the NFL to perform the anthem at the season opening game. Because of my V status, I decided to sing anyways. Except this time, not for the theatrics of a football game. This time I sang for America to remind her who she is, the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is dedicated to anyone that has taken a stand for freedom. I stand with you. Take care.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the I said the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the brave.